You can send a postcard from this post office. We're the father of Pablo Picasso. Who is this guy?
He's like a spiritual person, like
Deepak, I heard Deepak what? Yeah, he read the book, right? What was so Ferrari? Just for cats, okay? On the tour for cats, exactly. Very good. So today it's a restaurant, but when Picasso was in Barcelona, this was a very popular bar, tavern, where young people of Barcelona used to gather to meet together, especially these people from Bohemian artistic circle. Pablo Picasso used to come here very often to spend time with his friends. They were discussing about life, about art, also very often searching for the inspiration at the bottom of the glass of wine, and also exchanging some drawings. Picasso used to draw here very easy sketches, usually portraits of his colleagues. You see, these are examples what Picasso drew here. Sometimes he even had to pay for his bills with his drawings because he didn't have enough money, and because the owners of the bar were art lovers, they agreed for this form of friends. Actually, he was the one who promoted the museum in Barcelona. We have the museum here thanks to this gentleman, Jaume Sabartés. This is one of many churches that we have. Big church, Santa Maria del Pi.
Buenos días.
Catalan is the language that is spoken in the area here.
Yeah.
Two languages, Catalan and Spanish.
In Spanish, how did you say?
Buenos días.
Buenos días. And in Catalan
Bon dia. Who is this guy?
he's like a spiritual person, like
Deepak, I heard Deepak what? Yeah, he read the book, right? What was so Ferrari? Called Gertrude Stein when in Paris. She was an art dealer. She started to buy and to resell his works. She also asked Picasso to paint her portrait, but took 3 months to paint the portrait of Gertrude Stein, and the result was not satisfying, because when she saw that, she said, "I don't even look like that." But Picasso replied, "You eventually will." Well, Gertrude Stein organized different meetings with other artists, and on one of these meetings Picasso met Henri Matisse, who painted this one, The Joy of Life. When Picasso saw this, he was very inspired and triggered at the same time, because by then artists usually painted the reality, like reflected reality, and this was something completely different, something that the artistic world has not seen until then. This bright colors, these shapes, naked bodies. So he felt inspired, and he understood that those boundaries of traditional academic painting can be broken, and he wanted to push them even further. So he started to prepare himself to study, and eventually he showed to the world one of the best known paintings that he ever did, which is this one. This one is called The Ladies from Avignon, ladies from Avignon. Well, when people saw this, they thought that it was just a bad joke. They thought, you can send a postcard from this post office.
What is the working hour?
Usually will depend where the father of Pablo Picasso got his position. So this is the reason why the family of Picasso came to Barcelona. In fact, they lived just across the street in the building over there. This is where the family of Picasso lived, and the father was the teacher in that school. He also involved. Pablo was not the best student because he didn't like to follow the rules. He was more eager to experiment, to practice his own ideas, not what he was told to do. Anyway, he did this one, the first communion. You will see the original in the museum. He was only 15 when he painted this one, so this is very good painting for a person that was only 15 years old. He won a recognition award for this one. His parents sent him to Madrid to the best school of arts, which was San Fernando School. But he skipped many classes he didn't like, and instead he spent many hours in El Prado Art Museum. Eventually he never finished the school, so Picasso never got the degree of arts. To the same school attended another artist from this area, which was Salvador Dali. Dali finished the school, and after graduation he said that it was all nonsense and he was better artist than most of his professors. But at least he got his degree, his diploma. Picasso never even bothered to finish the school. So when in El Prado Museum, Picasso studied different paintings that he saw in the museum, including the one of Velázquez, which is called Las Meninas. So later, when you are in the museum, you will see that he did his own interpretation of this painting. He did his own version of Las Meninas in Cubism style. So all room in the museum that you will see is dedicated to different versions of Las Meninas. When you are there, especially pay attention to the dog that is in the bottom corner, because you will be surprised how many different ways of showing the dog Picasso found. Picasso worked until his last days. He died when he was in his 90s. So he did many works all over his life. In the Picasso Museum that we have just 2 minutes away from here, you will see one of the best collections of his works in terms of the variety and in terms of evolution, because you will see early drawings, sketches, different works of Picasso until those that represent Cubism style. He also experimented with different arts because you will see, for example, ceramics done by Pablo Picasso. Before we get to the museum, now please check your emails, guys, because you should have been emailed your tickets.